now we're going to find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, zeros of numerator as well as the zeros of the denominator of the given rational function. Okay, so for example, y is equal to 3x plus 4 over x minus 2. So, x-intercept muna tayo. Pag sinabi nating x-intercept, so that is an ordered pair where the value of y is equal to 0. Okay, so again, y is equal to 0. Isa-set natin yung y be equal to 0, substitute sa given rational equation, and solve for the value of x. So, instead of using y, I will substitute the value which is 0 is equal to 3x plus 4 over x minus 2. Okay, so next, pwede ako mag-cross multiplication dito. So, 0 multiplied by x minus 2, then 1 multiplied by 3x plus 4. Okay, so that is 0 is equal to 3x plus 4. Okay, it is just the same with 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. X lang ang kailangan ko. So, kailangan kong tanggalin lahat ng kasama ni x. Kailangan ko tanggalin si 4, kailangan ko rin tanggalin si 3. So, start tayo kay constant. So, to eliminate this 4, apply the addition property of equality. Okay, so from positive 4, kapag nilipat mo siya sa kabila, it will become negative 4. Okay, so now, I need to eliminate this 3. Again, kailangan natin tanggalin lahat ng value or lahat ng kasama ni x. So, divide both sides by 3. So, I can cancel this. And the value of x is negative 4 over 3. So, this is the value of our x. So, the x-intercept, ang x-intercept ko ngayon is the value of x, which is negative 4 over 3, then the value of y, which is 0. So, ang x-intercept natin is negative 4 over 3 and 0. Okay, so next. Okay, so in y-intercept, that is an ordered pair where x is equal to 0. So, iset natin yung x be equal to 0 and solve for the value of y. So, substitute the value of x, which is 0. So, that is y is equal to 3 multiplied by 0 plus 4 over 0 minus 2. So, that is equal to y. 3 multiplied by 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4 over 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Then y is equal to negative 2. So, our y-intercept is the value of x, which is 0, and the value of y, which is negative 2. So, this is our y-intercept. Okay, so in finding the zeros of numerator, so just copy the numerator, which is 3x plus 4, then equal to 0, and solve for the value of your x. So again, kailangan natin tanggalin lahat ng kasama ni x. Start tayo kay 4. So that is 3x is equal to negative 4, and divide both sides by 3. So cancel, and x is equal to negative 4 over 3. So, this is the zeros of the numerator. And the zeros of the denominator, kunin si denominator, we have x minus 2 and equal to 0, and solve for the value of x. So, from negative, it will become positive 2. And this is the zeros of the denominator. So, another example, if we have y is equal to x over x plus 2. So, find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. For x-intercept, set the value of y be equal to 0. Then substitute. So, that is 0 is equal to x over x plus 2. Again, pwede akong mag-cross multiply dito. So 0 multiplied by x plus 2 is 0, and 1 multiplied by x is x. So the value of our x now is equal to 0. So the x-intercept is the value of x, which is 0, and the value of our y, which is also 0. So now, what is the y-intercept? So y-intercept, substitute the value of x, which is 0. Again, y-intercept, solve for the value of y, where x is equal to 0. So that is y is equal to x is equal to 0 over the value of x, which is 0, plus 2. So that is equal to 0 over 0 plus 2. That is equal to 0. So now, our y-intercept is the value of our x, which is 0, and the value of our y, which is also 0. So now, the zeros of our numerator. So, kunin ang numerator, which is x, equate kay 0. And this is the zeros of our numerator. Okay, next, the zeros of our denominator. So, kunin si denominator, which is x plus 2. That is equal to 0, and solve for the value of x using addition property of equality, or APE. So that will become negative 2, and this is the zeros of the denominator. So another example, y is equal to x minus 3 over x squared minus 1. So x-intercept, solve for the value of x, where y is equal to 0. So that is 0 is equal to x minus 3 over x squared minus 1. So cross multiplication. So that is x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, again, 0 multiplied by x squared minus 1 is 0. X minus 3 multiplied by 1 is x minus 3. And solve for the value of x. So this negative 3 will become positive 3. And our x-intercept is the value of x, which is 3. And the value of our y, which is 0. Y-intercept, solve for the value of y, where x is equal to 0. So, substitute natin yung x natin, which is 0, and solve for y. So, y is equal to 0 minus 3 over the value of x, which is 0. So, 0 squared minus 1 is equal to 0 minus 3 is negative 3, and 0 squared is 0 minus 1 is negative 1, and negative 3 over negative 1. So, negative divided by negative, that is positive. Okay, so negative 3 divided by negative 1 is positive 3. So, the value of our y is positive 3, and our y-intercept is the value of x, which is 0, and the value of y, which is 3. So, the zeros of our numerator. So, kunin si numerator, x minus 3 equal to 0, and solve for the value of x. This negative 3 will become positive 3, and this is the zeros of our numerator. Zeros of our denominator, so we have x squared minus 1 is equal to 0. This x squared minus 1 ay pwede kong i-factor, and the factor of this binomial is x minus 1 and x plus 1. So that is equal to 0. So you're going to solve for the zeros of the denominator. So kunin mo siya na magkahiwalay. So x minus 1, the first factor, equal to 0. X plus 1 equal to 0. So this negative 1 will become positive 1. This positive 1 will become negative 1. So the zeros of our denominator is x is equal to 1 and x is equal to negative 1.